Welcome back to the RTG. We have a game against our former team. To start things off on the 1st of December 2027, it's Leeds United at home. You can see from those top goal scorer charts that we aren't necessarily that competitive there. Aberdeen on 8 with what was his 100th goal for the club in the last episode. We turned things around a little bit, and actually, what I was going to say what I hadn't noticed was that the team at the top have played 15, but actually Chelsea are on 38 as well and have also only played 14. So we are still 9 points off top. We've 4 games today, 4 games tomorrow to finish off the month of December. It's a very busy month, as ever, to be fair. Leeds, Burnley and Bournemouth today in the Premier League, followed by, or including, Valencia in the middle between the Bs. But we shall wait and see. I'm not sure which one I'll... Obviously, I want to prioritise the Premier League. We are through in the Champions League. I guess we'll just take whatever we get with regards to the knockout stages. We're confident enough of beating whoever stands in our way. So we'll be at full strength, or very nearly full strength, stamina-wise, for this game against Leeds. And then we'll just take the next few games as and when they come. We should be okay, though, moving forward. Really hoping to continue on and building on yesterday's good form. Do continue to let me know your feedback for what I should do with the 50 odd million pounds we've got left in the transfer budget for the upcoming January transfer window. I'll see your feedback from yesterday's episode and this one before I get to January. So do make sure you continue to leave me your comments. But without any further ado, let's welcome my former team, Leeds United, to the new Abbey. Right, what does the Leeds side look like compared to ours from our own series? Martinez, Losa, Casey, Lindsay and Kieran Campbell. Cortina holding. Surescu, Crociata, Barley Mumba and Wolfman. Was it Wolfman or Wolfram? Wolfram. And Gerbitz up top. They have the worst defensive record in the entire league, Leeds United. By a margin. 6 goals more they've conceded than even the team with the 19th worst defensive record in the league. So we were scoring goals quite freely in the last video. Specifically in the game... Oh, that was poor. Specifically in the game against Everton. And you'd like to think, against a side that clearly are struggling defensively this season, we can repeat that here. We'll try our very best. Come on, Brandon. Off we go. Afterburner's lit. And he's travelling. And we'll pull this back. Aberdeen stood there. It's going to come to Don Brown. It was meant for Aberdeen. Oh, off the post. Keeper just stood there watching it. Peresiol with an early delivery, and other people had committed to actually dropping back and weren't there in the box to challenge, unfortunately. Right, a throw in then instead. Martinelli will loft that in there to Campos. Gets his pocket picked by Surescu, annoyingly. Never mind. Very nearly 1-0 to Cambridge in the opening 10 minutes. To Gerbitz. Barley Mumba made a good run. Norwich player in real life now, of course, Barley Mumba, having moved from Sunderland. Martinelli's in behind here, and you know what, I'm not even going to bother trying to play anyone else in. Martinelli's just going to take it on himself. The pace, the space, the finish. Cambridge 1, Leeds United 0. The first of many, I hope. Brown, he's got the edge on the defender already. Rayner is in behind Campbell here. Aberdeen is arriving in the middle, if we can find him, which we do. Off the post again, Don Brown. We can be 3-0 up already. This Leeds defence really is leaky. Very leaky. Don Brown desperately unlucky not to have a goal of his own so far. Aberdeen very close too. Both he and Brown now having hit the woodwork. He'll be long gone by Leeds United. Left them well in the dust so far. I'll try and outmuscle him and can't. Here's Crociata around the corner to Gerbitz. He's looked to stand up towards the back post rather than going for that near post OP. It's a poor header. That actually, I think, hit his teammate there and will go out for a goal kick, thankfully. That nearly got a little bit worrisome. Not exactly the way I envisaged that, that attempted clearance going. Martinelli will look for Campos, but it's not going to find him. We need to make sure we keep our concentration at the back. We might be dominating the game going one way, but we can't afford to switch off. Just because they've got the worst defensive record in the league doesn't mean they can't punish you at the other end if you make mistakes. Time to centre my focus and go again. 10 minutes till half-time. Still just the 1 goal to 0 despite all of our chances. An Everton lead against Manchester City. That could be another massive goal for us in our title chances. It was actually Anthony Martial for Everton scoring the goal as well. A former Manchester United man scoring against City for Everton. Williams, a former Manchester United man, involved in potentially... Oh, please be onside. It was a run from deep from Brown. It will go in. Keeper tips it onto the post, but it won't count. He just kept running. I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. And yeah, he was a long way off. Just kept sprinting at full pelt there, Don Brown. No attacking awareness whatsoever to be like, I might be offside in a minute. Didn't recognise that positioning at all. Oh, that was a terrible pass from Martinelli. Still just a 1-0. It could be 5-0, but somehow Leeds are getting the rub of the green here. Woodwork hit twice, narrowly missed by Don Brown, and the ball has been in the back of the net for a second time, but the man was offside. They won't catch Giovanni Reina here. And he's pulled his shot too. What's going on in front of goal today? Wolfram. Or Wolfram. Ah, I nailed him there. I expected him to continue to run down the line. And I've caught him horribly. Barley Mumba into Krachata. Grubic draws the save from the keeper. Will be a yellow card here for Sanderberger, and deservedly so. Very much deservedly so. Corner for Wolfram to whip into the middle. If we end up not getting 3 points in this game, I'll be absolutely livid. The amount of chances we've had and the way we've dominated the entirety of it so far. Skip. Oh, I was going to try and play man in on the far side. Not to worry. We do get the win, but it could have been so much bigger. And with the goal difference gap as it is, I know I keep harping on about goal difference, but it's a genuine point. With the goal difference gap as it is, with Chelsea winning by 2-0. City losing actually against Everton. That is the way that game ended. So we are kind of battling now with United for 4th spot, or 3rd spot really, and still 9 points behind Chelsea and Liverpool, who keep winning. Liverpool and Chelsea will not stop winning. Burnley coming up next though, and we'll play that one and try and get another set of 3 points, and then we'll make a decision as to what we do with regards to Valencia and Bournemouth situation. I'm still leaning, to be fair, I might play this one with this team, and then we can rotate a little bit for the next one as well against Valencia and just sim. Yeah, okay. Let me play Burnley with this team. Still certainly going to be strong enough to get the victory. And then we'll just see what to do with the next 2. Nick Pope's still there for Burnley. Cooney, Niakate, Sistana and Arteaga. Okonkwo, Shooten, Calvin Phillips and Kirk, with Campagna and Paciencia up top. Burnley with some dangerous players in that starting lineup, to be fair. And it isn't obviously even remotely close to my strongest team that I'm playing here, but we should still be able to get the result we want. Okonkwo trying to get past Wilson. Not able to do it. Shoten. Okonkwo nicely to Campagna. Good block by Mepham. That was nicely done. Calmly done. That was awful. Oh, Paciencia. Oh, he's turned me brilliantly. I can't believe Mepham's played that pass there. I tried to play that all the way to the front line. To the guy here. Briançon is who that was meant for. Hoi, oi, oi. Paciencia buries it nicely. But he should never have had the opportunity in the first place. Burnley 1, Cambridge 0.
Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. And now Kirk with it.
Kirk. Oh no. Ha 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 ha. Burnley 2, Cambridge United 0. Kirk just outmuscles the man and then whips in a great ball, and the defender not even acknowledging that there was an attacker there. Paciencia scores 2 inside 25 minutes, and we are considerably now behind here at Turf Moor. This has suddenly turned into a very uphill battle. Movement around me, but it's a case of can I find the right man at the right time. Lemaitre found, or finds even Bissouma. Skip out to Ethan Clark. Darts back onto his right, looking for Lemaitre in the middle. It's Bissouma with the header. It's gone over the bar. Not a bad effort, but we still need to do better. Into Skip. Briançon there, Lemaitre with me. On the right-hand side here is Baranachea. Darting into the space. Cuts back nicely. I'll look for Lemaitre. Flick it on. Bissouma will look for Lemaitre again. It was our ticket back into the game, Derek Ray. And Lucas Nemecha has blazoned it wide of the target. I can't afford to miss chances like that, not in this scenario. That's a nice ball through. And dinked. He's on a hat-trick here, Paciencia, but he's not going to get the chance to get it there. Just 2 minutes added on at the end of the half. Baranachea will look to make the dart forward. Inside to Bissouma. I've asked for Nemecha to make me a run, so he has done. And here's Baranachea. He'll keep that run going. Nemecha is still there inside. We'll look for him now. Find a teammate and... Oh, Skip can't score. 2-0 down at half-time. We could easily have been level. Brianson, keep that run going, Lucas. Nemecha not found. It's actually gone to Ethan Clark. Can't start the second half with a goal for us. Brianson will knock this back. Baranachea. Here's Yves Bissouma. Looking for space. Good save by Pope again. This episode is filled with goal-scoring opportunity and unfulfilled goal-scoring potential. I can't believe we haven't. How have we only scored one goal so far in today's episode? Countless chances against Leeds, and they're starting to rack up here against Burnley too. And I just can't seem to get the ball to go into the back of the bloody net. To Skip. Bissouma's making the run. Space for Baranachea, who's actually not long for the subs bench, with Dominic Evans coming off the bench. Bissouma played in. Oh, I tell you what, Nick Pope can do something. Brianson with a good delivery. Oh, not able to turn it home there, Dominic Wright. Still 2-0 to Burnley. Evans is on for Baranachea to try and give us something else on the right-hand side. Brianson's first touch there was very, very good and needed to be so to ensure that we got away from the defender that was with me there. Skip. Nemecha is still itching and waiting for the ball to arrive at his feet, which it has done now. And at last we have a goal back. About time. Let's keep going. 20 minutes to turn this around. Iten. Back to Campana. Out to a Quonkwo. It'd be absolutely typical if we pull one back and then concede a third, wouldn't it? Cooney going to go down the line and then whip another good ball in. Headed away by Mepham. Evans brings it down. The counter-attack king, Dominic Evans. Here's Brianson. Trying to do some counter-attacking of his own up against the Latza, who's fresh off the bench here. Ethan Clark. Nemecha. I've got Bissouma there with me, and he'll be found. And look at Brianson in space. Onto his left foot. No, Alatza does really well to get across to him. Plenty of space there for Brianson and not able to utilise it properly. They're giving the ball away here, Burnley. We could be in again. That was meant for Nemecha. Brianson will play the 1-2. Oh, I just can't get the luck in front of goal today at all. I get the feeling it wouldn't really matter what 11 I played in this Burnley game. I wouldn't have won it. We still could. And we still could get at least a draw. Come on, Brianson. Oh. Does the footwork, but then doesn't show the strength. Win that header. We haven't done so. Ethan Clark is out wide. Driven out to him. We use Skip this time. Then go to Brianson. Then to Bissouma. Evans. Nemecha. Turns really well, Lucas Nemecha. Driving into the box. Oh, what a challenge from the defender. Yeah. I have a feeling that we were destined to lose this game no matter what he did with whatever 11 on the field. Here's Kirk. Driving forward. Playing it back. And that will be game. As soon as possession is lost or a goal-scoring chance is created, don't go out for a corner. And away by Wilson. And that will be game, ref. There we go. A 2-1 defeat at Turf Moor. Not what I needed. Not what I needed at all. We'll sim the Valencia game with this same 11. They had 2 shots. They scored 2 goals. I had 9 shots. I scored 1. So that's 15 shots on goal so far in today's episode. And 2 goals. That's why we didn't get 3 points in that game against Burnley. Although, to be fair, Nick Pope was in a hell of a vein of form as well, to be fair. All right, Valencia next. Having already won the Champions League, I'm not going to prioritise it. Skip's suspended, apparently, which is great. Auto-replace. Might put Palomino in there, actually. No, it's put Baranachea in? Baranachea? Oh, it's put Campos in. Let's put Campos in. Valencia. 3-1 they lost to Inter. 2-1 they lost to Basel. They're bottom of the group. Campos gives us a 1-0 lead. Well, drafted into the starting 11 for this fixture. And on the score sheet in the Champions League, Inter lead 2-0 against Basel, though. Valencia have equalised, so Inter are going to win the group. They were top anyway, so all they needed to do was ensure they won, and they would have got the... It doesn't really matter what happens here against Valencia, and they're 3-0 up. Make that 4-0 up through Lautaro Martinez. So we'll finish second in the Champions League group, which is very respectable. We finished second in the Champions League group last year as well. Don Brown, oh, you still got your place in the squad, mate. Don't you start on all. £24.5 million. Thank you, board. Be great if you could actually give me that next season. Bournemouth, Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Stacey, Kelly, Diaz and Centelles. 5 in midfield as ever. Andre Greenclaw, Maurice, Dreyer, O'Reilly and Henry Onyekuru with Karamoko up top. Bournemouth struggling so far this season in the league. Got Kelechi on the bench and Yannick Carrasco as well. So they've got talent in the squad. But surprised to see them not starting. Although, to be fair, they could be significantly older by this point in the save. So perhaps I'll let them off. Claude Maurice is a player that's been in their starting 11 or in their squad at least. An awful pass for ages now. So many years. So he still holds his spot. Others don't. Brown. Oh, it was meant for Campos. Still been able to keep possession. We will find Campos here this time. Goes down and nothing given. Home fans call for the penalty. The referee says no. It's a lovely challenge by Sander Berger. Martinelli will lay this in front of Don Brown. I need runners, please. Distinct lack of movement, but plenty of movement from Don Brown's feet to ensure that the ball stays away from any Bournemouth defenders. But unfortunately, keeper able to move his feet fairly quickly as well to get rid of that. Ramsdale does well. Pereciol nearly gets it off green and does so, but not legally. Oh, it's nicely done by Bournemouth. And the ball stood up to the back post. Pereciol wins the header. Campos will have to get to that first, and thankfully does so. Turns away from the arriving players, and Don Brown is played in, and Abadir could make me a run. We'll use Reina first. Chelsea-Liverpool is a huge game for the outcome of the league season. Now we really do have to win. Hopefully they take points off each other, and a draw is all that happens in that game. This is now a ginormous must-win game, knowing that Chelsea are playing Liverpool elsewhere this afternoon. We cannot afford to drop any more points. That defeat to Burnley was only my second loss of the entire season so far. We've lost to Chelsea and we've lost to Burnley, and that's it so far this year. Just 2 league defeats, but 5 draws alongside the 9 victories are what see us third and not first, and also see the gap to first from third. Nice done by Don Brown. The referee says free kick, and it's a really high potential opportunity for Bournemouth this. Oh, but they've wasted it horribly. Campos. Abadir arriving. There we go. This has to be and is 1-0 Cambridge. He might not... Well, he is in good form. Statistically, he doesn't feel like he's in good form, though, Abadir. But despite that, I still was confident there of him tucking that away. Good hold-up play by Campos. Just had to wait for the run. I do score a lot of goals like that with one player coming from deep and then playing them around the corner. Delighted to be 1-0 up here, making the most of the opportunity as the top 2 play each other. He soon got himself back up again. Brown. Oh, space has opened up for Abadir here. This should be 2. Oh, what a block. Wow. Throwing himself in front of that, the Bournemouth defender. The keeper then punting it straight out of play for a throw to me. What an interception. If they get something from this game now, Bournemouth, it's thanks to... That is a terrible... Again, I'm going to have to stop doing driven passes like that with Brandon Williams. It was supposed to come down the pitch, straight down the pitch, and it's gone like that. And it's twice in today's episode he's done that and given away possession where he really shouldn't have done. I have to stop doing that. Liverpool 1-0 up against Chelsea at half-time. That would negate Chelsea's lead over Liverpool, because Liverpool were 3 points behind Chelsea. And we, if we win here, will close the gap to them both to 6. We were previously behind Liverpool by 6 and Chelsea by 9. And if everything stays as is... Actually, that was before the defeat to Burnley. I'm not sure. But certainly we'd be closer to Chelsea than we were. I think. Oh, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It depends what else happened. We'll certainly be closer to Chelsea than we were prior to kickoff in this game, let alone, or regardless of what actually happened on the match day of the Burnley fixture. Oh, dropping those points to Burnley just killed me off. So frustrated. 9 efforts and only scoring once. Nick Pope was in great form. That's a foul. It was just a waiting game. Almost happened in slow motion, just waiting for the man to fall to the ground. Just be a yellow card, certainly not a red. And, well, Abadia can have a crack here. We try with Brian Song with a left-footed effort from similar range. And it didn't work. On target, decent effort by Abadia, who appears to be pretty reliable free kick taker now with regards to that technique. A goal at Stamford Bridge. It's a goal for Chelsea. That should be 1-1 unless another goal's gone in. Good. That's what we need. Both Chelsea and Liverpool potentially dropping points here on this match day. That's not a foul, ref. Oh, I might be dropping points if they equalise here, Bournemouth. Green going off and a substitute coming on. It's Henry Onyekuru that's on the left-hand side for them. Looped. Very dangerously. Abadia flicks away. So if Chelsea can hold on there against Liverpool and don't score a second or concede a second, then we will close the gap to both the teams above us, which is the ideal scenario, really, especially after dropping points against Burnley, as we mentioned. Just shrug him off. Get that to Abadia, force him slightly too far wide than I would have ideally liked to. Pull this back, though. Here's Giovanni Reina. Kelly with the block. They just keep getting in front of my shots, Bournemouth. I'm just going to call a second man here. Give it to Abadia. I see Giovanni Reina on the edge of the box. We'll pull that back to him there. And then through to Salisu so we can help it keep going the other way on its Sander Berger. Don Brown. Thunderbolts. He has got it in the locker. Ramsdale with a good save. We'll try something through the air instead. Sander Berger could be underneath this. Keeper's going to come and get there. Oh, I tried to knock that down and couldn't. Reina will find Brandon Williams. He has scored a couple of decent goals in his career so far in real life, but not able to fire that one into the back of the net here on FIFA. Into Campos. We do just need to keep our concentration. You're right, Lee Dixon. With minimal time to go, surely can't let this result slip now. Risk of sounding like a certain Steven Gerrard. Into Abadia at his feet. Early shots. Trying to grab a late second just to make sure. Not able to find the target. It was a narrow margin of victory against Leeds. It was a narrow margin of defeat against Burnley. And it looks like it's going to be a replica of the first game, not the second, here in the third. Unless drawing games has been our Achilles heel so far this season. And here comes Bouanga. Playing the ball about Bournemouth. We need to get rid of this. And we have done. And the ref hopefully will do me a favour. Oh, vital interception from Williams. And that will be game. Thank you, ref. 3 points against Bournemouth. Now, please let Liverpool and Chelsea finish 1-1. Please let that happen. I need the game. They had one shot all game. Yes, they did. They drew. United beat Watford. You imagine City will beat Leeds, but we will gain on those above us. Unfortunately, the defeat against Burnley has meant that we've actually fallen further behind. We're 10 points off top now. 10 points off top. That defeat to Burnley is killing me. But, I mean, I played really well. We had loads of chances. We just couldn't score. It's got nothing to do, really, with the team that I put out. And everything to do with Nick Pope being a monster in goal and my misfortune in front of goal. Tomorrow, we start with Watford. Then there's Norwich. And there was a couple of others as well towards the end of the month. It's Manchester United and Arsenal. So we'll probably sim the Norwich at home, play Watford, Manchester United and Arsenal. I'll consider it, Mr. Mepham. Risk of losing 9 players. We'll have to go and offer some contracts around. Although this might well be, regardless of whether we were in the Premier League or not, this might be the last season in the save for reasons that will become clear in the next few days / weeks. Not concrete yet, but potentially. Read into that what you will. That's all for today's episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this season and potentially this save as well as it progresses further, if it progresses further. But there are lots of things going on in the background right now, so we shall wait and see what happens. But for now, we're 4th, 10 points off top. Stranger things have happened, though. We can turn that around, and I have to have faith that we will. I'll see you tomorrow.